Hi, I'm Mary Pettersen here with Shot TV, once again interviewing Crystal Kolt. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Mary.
Great. So we did want to learn a little bit about the school's involvement here with Culture Days.
Well, that's one of the things I'm particularly proud of is the things that we're able to offer for every single citizen in our region. And so it's early on, 2010, that was a big thing, was trying to find programming for our youth and our children. And so one of the things we have for the preschoolers, we have an event called Culture's Cool for Kids, which is just the funnest.
Yeah.
You know, even if you don't have a toddler, you should drop by and see how cute it is. The sweetest. You have bannock making and hoop-de-doop, which is hoop dancing, and storytelling and puppeteering and games and crafts and singing and so much more.
Everything a kid would want.
Everything a kid could possibly want. We secure rides for the daycare so we can make sure that they can get there. We will do whatever we can to help you get there because we just feel so strongly about this, and so that you can have the opportunity, because sometimes it's a little tricky when you're a mom or dad and you want to be able to find some really interesting things for your kids to do. And you can imagine there's absolutely every little thing their heart could desire will be there, and that's at St. Anne's Parish Hall on the Friday. So that's kind of almost the kickoff of our Culture Days, is our school and our children's events. So that is super important. The other thing that's happening all day is the school programming. So what we do is we have, and for the kindergartens, we have people coming into the classrooms and singing or reading stories to them. It's the attention span. The attention span is a little bit on them. So we keep it easy, really super accessible. And then for the that's for the kindergartens, actually, and the grade ones. The grade 2s and 3s get to go to our museums. And so they have a lot of fun doing that. They go to this Flin Flon Station Museum, and yes, in the grade 2s and the 4s. And then they also get to go to the museum at Denair Beach. And so they get to some kids haven't had a chance to do that during the summer, we find that it's always something they enjoy. We include that with some bannock and storytelling and berries. And so that's just a fantastic experience for that grade age group. Grade 5s, we always try to find something really special specifically for them. And what we did last year, and we're doing again this year, is soapstone carving. And so that's something that's so tactile and so creative, something they can take home with them. So it's a special treat for the grade 5s. The grade 6 to 8s is one of my favorite things. We call it the Superstar Program, because we figure that's an age group that's still really ready to try something new. They have so many skills. They're already 10, 11, 12 years old, so there's so many things they're able to do. So we treat them to dance and circus skills and clowning and making with the balloons, and we teach them drawing and theater and puppet making. There's so many things that and it's so much fun on Main Street, because we actually occupy every single space that we can find, the council chambers, every space in the community hall, the library. We hunt down little spaces that we can use for the kids to put them in. At the very end of their 1.5 hours, they all get together at our community hall and they showcase for each other their henna. There's henna work, and they dance for each other, and there's a big cheer for every celebrating that. The high schools, we're going to be having a keynote speaker, and that's going to be Christy Janvier. And Christy Janvier, if you've had a chance to hear about her and check her out online, because she's such a fascinating woman, but she was hired after leaving Flin Flon to be employed by Disney as a dancer and as a princess, a Disney princess. And she on the cruises is also, I believe, in one of the Disneylands, and then also across the ocean to Tokyo Disney. So she would be another good person to actually have as a keynote speaker. She's doing our Dancing Down Main Street as well this year. So she's going to speak to the Hapnot kids about following your dreams, and that things that, who gets to be a Disney princess? But she heard about it, she followed through, she got it, and now she's evolved. She is really celebrating her Dene culture, and she has become this eclectic dancer that across the country she's connecting with such interesting people in dance, and so we're so fortunate that she's decided to come home. She could go anywhere in the world, and she's decided to come home and celebrate her art here on a long-term basis and develop. So that's essentially our high school kids that we deal with. So culture schools for kids and our school programming, Culture Days 2017.
Wow, that's so exciting. And I just want to make sure people know this. Like, do they have to pay anything to be involved in any of these events for kids?
Free, free, free. Good point. Cultures Days, all events are free. So you just come out. And that's the fun thing about having 120 events. You can go and get a flavor of something. You go, well, I've never seen theater because I don't know if I really like it. Just go and try it. It's just going to be fun. And if you want to go and, walk on a volcano or go and have the Main Street tour with Ken Polachuk or dance down Main Street, whatever you want to do, this is your chance to go and try it out and just explore.
Yeah, what a great way to kind of dip your toes into some new events that you'd maybe be a little nervous to try.
For sure.
Yeah, especially in such a great community. We're very welcoming that way.
For sure, yeah. Be careful what you show me because you might be on stage in about 2 years from now. But, I'm scouting. It's my opportunity to scout out the talent because there's always new people, always new super talent I find around.
Yes, be careful about revealing your talents because you will be doing an event here soon.
Yeah.
Okay, Crystal, thank you so much. Anything else you want to say about any other events here?
Just the only thing is actually don't be careful. Show your talent and let's see what you got because I know you got it there. So thank you very much, Mary.
Thank you, Crystal.